Though it's not one of those splashy Hollywood feuds, Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray have been beefing for decades, allegedly going all the way back to the actor's 1991 romp as a therapist and patient in What About Bob. Dreyfuss to this day can't stand Murray, and Murray seems to look back fondly on the torment of his co-star. So how did it all go so wrong? Here's the real reason Richard Dreyfuss can't stand Bill Murray. How Dreyfuss sees it. When Dreyfuss was asked to reflect on What About Bob during a 2009 interview with the AV Club, his response was, "Funny movie, terribly unpleasant experience." Dreyfuss then elaborated on working with Murray, saying, "We didn't get along, me and Bill Murray. I've got to give it to him, I don't like him, but he makes me laugh even now. I'm also jealous that he's a better golfer than I am." Years later, Dreyfuss popped up at 2017's Fan Expo Canada and increased the nastiness, saying of Murray,
"He's an Irish drunken bully, and he's a better golfer than I am. And he makes me laugh even though I find him a despicable pig."
While Dreyfuss has yet to go into detail about why he dislikes Murray, Murray has been open about the beginnings of their beef. How Murray sees it. Though he's now become something of a legendary recluse, in '91 Murray told Deseret News about the pleasure he took in annoying Dreyfuss. He said, "While he was talking, I got in real close to crowd him. I put my head on his shoulder, screamed into his ear, and did all sorts of annoying things. Some of that was even in the script. No wait, none of that was in the script. I made it all up. But none of it was malicious, at least according to Murray." In 1993, he told Entertainment Weekly, "Richard Dreyfuss and I didn't get along on the movie particularly, but it worked for the movie. I mean, I drove him nuts, and he encouraged me to drive him nuts. But the director of the film had a different experience." Tension on set. Murray may have reveled in chaotic collaboration, but for What About Bob director Frank Oz, the on-set dynamic was tense. Describing the flick to IGN in 2000 as a, quote, tough movie to shoot, Oz specifically cited creative differences with Murray and Dreyfuss, saying, "Everybody felt strongly about how to make the movie better. That caused friction and a lot of tension, but it also caused the movie to be better." In a 2007 interview with Ain't It Cool News, Oz revealed just how bad the on-set tension got, admitting, "I was really scared to death that we had a piece of because it was so impossible to judge it. I felt I knew what I was doing, but there was this huge sigh of relief when the movie worked." Did this all start on SNL? Could the strife between Dreyfuss and Murray have been brewing for more than a decade before either set foot on the set of What About Bob? According to Vanity Fair's Oral History of Saturday Night Live, Dreyfuss got a healthy dose of psychological torture when he hosted the famed late-night sketch comedy show back in 1978. This time, it was John Belushi messing with Dreyfuss's head, but to hear castmate Murray describe it, he was all too delighted to watch. He told the mag, "Belushi would sucker punch guys that didn't see it coming, and the more actorish they were, the worse they got it. If it had been someone who'd won an Academy Award or something, they didn't have a chance." I think he did it to Richard Dreyfuss. The ruse worked on the Oscar-winning host. Dreyfuss told Vanity Fair, "I remember that during the final dress rehearsal, John Belushi couldn't stand up. He'd been falling around and mumbling and forgetting everything. I thought, he'll never make it through the show. So maybe it's a decades-long prank or just a case of two big stars who simply can't share the screen." Regardless, these two legends are dedicated to keeping the drama alive with this ongoing, mysterious beef. Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this other cool stuff we know you'll love too.